Here's the starting grid real quick. Wyman, Gillum, and Baz on the front row.
Landers, Herfoss, Smith, row 2. And then we're going to have Peterson, Rispoli, West. Max Flinders is a scratch, so I'm pulling his bike behind the thing. Tyler O'Hara, after his record-breaking speeding violation yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
He's at the back of the grid. It shouldn't be hard for him to get to the front. He's been riding really well this weekend. And but you can see it's a little bit of a change-up on the front row as O'Hara was on that front row. And now we got Loris Baz up there with Gillum and Kyle Wyman. Here we go.
9 laps scheduled for Mission King of the Baggers Race 2. Away we go, up the hill, over the hill to turn number 2. We'll see who's got the lead when we hit the bottom. Looks like Kyle Wyman to 33. There goes Hayden Gillum around the outside to take over the spot.
Oh, is that O'Hara that's just sent it down in there?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I think it was. Look at him. Like O'Hara just making up spots early.
Well, he was able to get from the back of the grid to 7th so far as Hayden Gillum and Kyle Wyman getting after it down into turn number 2. Hayden Gillum has the preferred line, but Wyman's got a good drive on him, and Hayden Gillum will hold on to the first spot.
Well, you saw Herfoss get kind of drawn in behind the 2 factory Harleys. It ran him wide, and it allowed his teammate Loris Baz to get through. Talking to all of the factory Indian guys this morning, Troy told me later, he said, if I could have kind of got by Loris earlier, I might have been able to get a little bit further up, but right now, and Bradley Smith goes sliding up underneath his teammate down into turn 5. So Bradley Smith gets through on James Rispoli.
By the way, play MotoAmerica for cash. Superbike Baggers and Super Sport Series are now live on top Sportbet books and DFS platforms. Scan the flow code or visit nxtbets.com/PlayMA.
Hasn't been able to make any big moves. Did you see him now? He has. He has got by Tyler O'Hara, but O'Hara's going to go stuff it back up underneath him, or at least attempt to.
Ooh.
It didn't quite happen. Tyler tried it.
7-3, but Kyle Wyman was able to do 28-3-4-9. So far the fastest lap of the race. With 5.5 to go.
Went down, and you can see here too. That could have been Rispoli. Could have been Rispoli. Bradley makes that pass on Baz.
He's going to be out of this one. See what happened.
It's going to be a front end thing. You can see he's lost the front very late. And that Harley Davidson went flipping pretty hard there. So
as they go through there, the riders will see waving yellow flags indicating that there is an issue in that corner, and their job is to roll out of it.
Troy's obviously got a problem right now with the number 1 bike and the number 1 factory Indian. Back at the front we go, Greg. It just looks like Kyle is just kind of biding his time right now behind Hayden.
The pride of Owensboro, Kentucky for the moment. There's been a lot of them over the years. Motorcycle racers out of Owensboro, Kentucky, but Hayden Gillum leads Kyle Wyman. Of course.
Oh, man, Bradley just went down, and he's taken off the track. He's also got Baz off the track. Bradley falls in Rainy Corner, and that's going to promote Rocco to 3rd. So Rocco's going to move up to 3rd now.
3.
Here you go. Bradley's going to get in there, and he's going to lose the front. Loris has nowhere to go. Ooh. That's 620 pounds that Loris is taking off-roading right now.
Kind of upset about his actions. He was caught up in the race moment. He understands the gravity of it because, look, people are walking back and forth across that, especially when race is going on. It can be a very dangerous situation, but they really seem to stumble on something, and Hayden Gillum wants this not for himself. He wants this for his team, Jay.
Absolutely, and I don't doubt him or his team ever. So, I know you and I both have a lot of belief in Hayden, and we've seen this team win this championship in the past. So for sure, as they get ready to go on this white flag lap, this is going to be a big lap for Hayden. And if Kyle's got anything at all, we're going to see where he decides to play this out. I feel like if Kyle does it, it's going to be an extremely safe pass somewhere. Gets a good run up over the top of the hill. Let's see if he ducks down to the inside. He won't. I think Kyle's best shot will probably be into turn 5, depending on the drive that he gets out of turn 4.
Kyle's done a lot of work to get his 64-point lead in the championship. I don't think he's really going to throw it all away just for a win if he doesn't have a clean place to pass. But keep in mind, that's 64 points over Loris Baz, who's now drifted back to 5th after avoiding Kyle's teammate, Bradley Smith, not too long ago. But here we go. Kyle's got a good drive.
Yeah,
he sat up
early, didn't he? You saw that, huh, didn't you?
Yeah.
Just sat up a little bit early. Kyle right now is just in such a spot where, if the win is going to be there for him to take, it's going to be an easier type of thing. It would be interesting to know if it was an Indian in front of him, or whatever, right? So the thing is that, Kyle's definitely a company guy with Harley, and, he wants to win for his team as bad as anybody. What just happened to Hayden Gillum?
No.
I just can't believe this. It's such a shame, man. That is so bad for Hayden.
Well, Kyle Wyman takes over the lead. He inherits the lead with something that happened at the top of the corkscrew. A tight line for Hayden Gillum. And now 1 corner to go for the 33. And sometimes in championship years, you need a little bit of luck. In this case, he didn't need it, but he was able to bring it home and win this race. Kyle Wyman, another victory on the season.
Wow.
And the podium streak continues. He hasn't been off the box yet.
Wow.
Rocco Lander's going to bring it home for the Revzilla Motul Vance & Hines Harley-Davidson team. And Tyler O'Hara able to work his way from last. He was aggressive. He told Jamie he's going to get after it. Celebration from the 33. Harley-Davidson factory race team there to greet Kyle Wyman. Perfect. He put himself in the exact position he needed. I'd have to ask him if maybe turn 11 might have been his final shot there. Here's the result. So Kyle Wyman ends up with the win, 1.4 seconds over Rocco Landers, who set his Sector 2 the best split of the race. He was on the gas. Then Tyler O'Hara in third. Now Kyle Wyman now with 76 points over Baz. Herfoss a couple points at 82, and Ty O'Hara 100 back. Boy, it's looking good for Kyle Wyman as the season rolls on.